I spent 5 years chasing after Jake, just to get a taste of that older man thing. I finally managed to snag my best friend's uncle and turn him into my fiancé. But then, as I was standing there in my wedding dress, ready to seal the deal, I overheard him talking to one of his buddies. Jake, are you really going to marry Bethany? His eyes were cold and calculating. Yeah, my pathetic little ex-girlfriend is knocked up, and my grandpa's pissed. Marrying Bethany will keep him happy. Aren't you worried Bethany might find out about your side piece and cause trouble for your precious sweetheart? Nah, she's head over heels for me. She'll protect my bloodline. Besides, she's a pushover. Marrying her means my baby mama is safe. My world crumbled. I was in shock. Then, everything went black. Car crash. I woke up remembering everyone, except him. When my parents called, pressuring me to go back home and marry some rich dude, I booked a flight for the next week. No questions asked. Back at my place, I held out my suitcase, ready to pack my bags. Chloe stared at me, disbelief written all over her face. Bethany, you're really going through with this arranged marriage? I didn't even look up. Yup, plane tickets are booked. I'm out of here in 7 days. Chloe hesitated. Are you sure you can just leave? Leave? My uncle? I frowned. I don't remember your uncle at all. So, what do I care? Was I, like, totally in love with him? Chloe rummaged through a drawer and shoved a thick diary into my hands. You were obsessed. This thing has 5 years worth of entries, all about your epic quest to win him over. I started flipping through the pages, my chest tightening like someone was sitting on it. 999 attempts to confess my feelings, 999 different ways he turned me down, and one name that kept popping up, Ashley. Chloe sighed, her voice heavy. Ashley is his first love, the woman he's always pined over. I slammed the diary shut. Why would I want to fight over some washed up guy who rejected me 999 times? I'm going home to marry a freaking puppy. What old man? What marriage? A voice like ice cut through the air. I spun around. Jake leaned against the doorframe, tall and intimidating. His eyes were full of annoyance and barely concealed disgust. Bethany, what kind of game are you playing now? His words were dripping with sarcasm, like everything I did was just a desperate cry for attention. Chloe jumped to explain. Uncle, Bethany, I wasn't talking to you. Jake's gaze turned to me, sharp as a knife. Bethany, I agreed to marry you. Don't think about pulling any stunts behind my back, and stay away from Ashley. His tone left no room for argument. Get ready, we're going to an auction. I frowned. Why? Ashley is pregnant. She is not feeling well. Jake's voice softened, a rare moment of tenderness. I'm gonna pick up some necklaces to cheer her up. She is following me around without a title. Bringing you along will keep other people from talking. I was stunned. Then, a wave of fury washed over me. Hell no, I'm not going. Jake looked surprised that I'd refuse. Then, his eyes turned even colder. He stormed over to me, grabbed my wrist, and started dragging me out. The cut on my back hadn't fully healed. His grip ripped it open, sending sharp pains through my body. Jake, a soft voice called out. A woman in a white dress walked in, gently cradling her stomach, a sweet smile on her face. Ashley. Jake's eyes widened. He dropped my wrist like it was a hot potato and rushed to her. The force sent me stumbling. I slammed into the corner of a table, pain shooting through my back. Chloe gasped and ran to help me. Bethany, are you okay? Jake didn't even notice me. He was already by Ashley's side, his voice dripping with concern. Ashley, what are you doing here? Is the baby giving you trouble? Ashley's eyes flicked over to me, a flash of triumph hidden beneath the surface. She leaned against Jake, all delicate and helpless. I've been so sick lately, and my feet are swollen. I just wanted to see you. Jake scooped her up in his arms, carrying her out. Chloe, seeing the blood seeping through my shirt, couldn't hold back anymore. Uncle, Bethany is your fiancé, and you're treating her like garbage for some mistress. Jake stopped. Ashley bit her lip. It's my fault, she whimpered. I'm ruining your reputation. Jake gently set her down. Then, he spun around, marched over to me, and slapped me across the face. Bam! The sound echoed through the room. My head snapped to the side. Jake shook his hand, his eyes filled with rage. I thought you were different, but you're just a vicious bitch. Bethany, I'm warning you. You ever try to turn Chloe against me again, I'll slap you until you learn your lesson. He glared down at me, like I was nothing. 8 o'clock, the Midtown Gallery. Don't be late. He stalked off, carrying Ashley. Chloe, tears streaming down her face, gently helped me up. Bethany, I'm so sorry. I leaned against the sofa, trying to process everything. I managed a weak smile. It's not your fault, Chloe. Chloe stomped her foot. That son of a bitch. No wonder you forgot him. Good riddance. Bethany, marry that rich guy. Make him regret everything. I let out a bitter laugh. My back throbbed, but I was strangely calm. I'm still his fiancé. I need to play along for a while, tie up loose ends. Just 7 more days. Then, I'm starting over. 4 days to go. I spent those days healing, and throwing out junk. Looking at all the crap cluttering up my apartment, I started tossing it into trash bags. The 999 love letters I wrote, the 365-day meal plan I made, the suit I sewed, 108 plane tickets to his city, the charm from the temple after walking 9,999 steps. Done. I breathed a sigh of relief. Then, my heart skipped a beat. Jake was standing in the doorway, his dark eyes fixed on me and the trash. His voice was rough. Why are you throwing this out? My tone was cold. Garbage belongs in the trash. Saying that felt great. But Jake's fists clenched, knuckles white. Jake took a breath. I overreacted yesterday. At the auction, pick any jewelry you like. I said nothing, and went to my car. Ashley was in the passenger seat, grinning. I nodded. Jake looked shocked. Normally I would argue about him bringing Ashley, but seeing my calm, he felt fear. All the way there, it was tense. He flaunted his love for Ashley, fixing her hair, whispering to her, making sure I heard. He checked me out in the mirror for the 7th time, still the same face. His face darkened, and he gripped the wheel. At the auction, he held Ashley's hand, introducing her to everyone. His friend was shocked. Jake, are you really bringing her out in the open? He nodded at me, looking sympathetic. That friend shook his head. Wow, 18-year-old Bethany was so fun, but now she's like this. Impressive. People started whispering, looking at me. I heard Ashley is the real love of Jake's life, and she's carrying his baby. Bethany is trying to be cool, but she must be grinding her teeth. So fake. I ignored the taunts. Before, I'd have left, but I'd forgotten everything about Jake, and had no feelings, so I ignored it. The auction started, and Jake took Ashley to the front row, buying her jewelry. Jake, I want that diamond necklace. Ashley purred. Okay. Jake raised his card. Jake, that crown is pretty. I'd look beautiful. Bye. Jake, that bracelet is nice. How about our daughter wears it? Sure. The room was buzzing. The last item was done, and the auctioneer was excited. Jackpot. Mr. Jake bought everything. Congrats, Mr. and Mrs. Jake. The auctioneer stopped, realizing his mistake, and looked at Ashley and me, and knew the real fiancé was at the back. He was nervous, and tried to apologize, but Ashley smiled softly and said thank you. Jake stroked her nose. Finally the auction was over, and I went to the bathroom. I opened the door and Ashley was trying to hide a silicone fake belly. She looked scared. You're not pregnant? She turned, eyes hard. You're going to tell? I shrugged. I don't care about Jake. Why would I tell? Really? She looked doubtful. She relaxed after seeing my eyes. Don't blame me, she said tiredly. I had no choice. He's my only way out. I was quiet, and nodded. I hope you get what you want. I turned, then someone pushed me. Crash. I fell down the stairs. My ribs hurt, and I couldn't breathe. I looked up. Ashley walked down, with a cold smile. Sorry, she said to me, voice soft but deadly. I don't believe you, and I can't take any chances, so, I'm going to destroy you. Then, she screamed and fell next to me in a pool of blood, holding her stomach and wailing. Jake came, and his face turned white. He lifted Ashley up. Ashley, what's wrong? Ashley held her stomach. Jake. Bethany pushed me down because she's jealous. I was shocked, and tried to explain, but Jake looked at me with hatred and rage. Without a word, he kicked me. Oof. My head hit the floor, and I couldn't see. I felt more blood, and I started to fade. I saw Jake rushing off with Ashley, not looking back. My eyes closed. I woke up to the smell of disinfectant. Bethany, you're awake. Chloe was crying. Chloe lifted me up. You've been out for 3 days. 3 days? 3 days, I said, and the 7 days were almost up. Chloe sobbed. Bethany, you lost the baby. Wham. Those words hit me hard. Miscarriage? Miscarriage. I whispered, and tears fell. Chloe held me. Yeah, over a month. Bethany, you're young and healthy, you'll have another. I cried, and couldn't stop. The door opened and Jake was angry. He went to my bed. Why kill Ashley's baby? My lips were pale. I didn't. She pushed me, and she's not pregnant. Ask the doctor. He got angrier. He choked me. You're disgusting. He dragged me off the bed. Uncle, what are you doing? Let her go. Chloe tried to stop him, but Jake pushed her away. Uncle, Bethany didn't do it. She forgot who she was, and you know, she just. Shut up. Jake shouted. Traitor. Whose side are you on? She hurt your niece. I'll tell your brother to throw you in Africa. Jake shouted, and dragged me into the next room and threw me down. I fell, and cried. Ashley was on the bed. Bethany, I know you're jealous, but it was his baby. How could you? The doctor said it was a girl. She cried. Jake held her. We'll have another one. Don't be sad. I was pinned to the ground, and cried. She's faking it. Ask the doctor. Jake glared. You think I'll believe you over Ashley? You won't change. He said angrily. Bethany, if you want me to marry you, kneel at the grave for a day, to atone for my baby, or, let Ashley be Mrs. Jake. I felt dead, and helpless. I gritted my teeth. I looked at Jake and said, okay, that's it for me. I stood and walked away. Jake felt pain and frowned. He took care of Ashley, and went home late. The house was empty. Bethany, he panicked. He looked everywhere, but I was gone. He called Chloe. Chloe, is Bethany with you? He said. Chloe was silent, and said, you wanted to break up, right? She left. Left? Where? Jake started. I didn't mean it. Where would she go? Chloe laughed. She went home to get married. Oh, and before you made her kneel, she miscarried your child. Jake froze, and dropped his phone.